Hi everyone, welcome back to Slade Secrets YouTube channel. Today's video is a little bit different. I was shopping on Amazon looking for some makeup brushes and I stumbled across a brush set that looked pretty good for me to buy. So I went ahead and I purchased this brush set and I wanted to tell you guys about it. There are no sponsors for this video. This video is not a makeup tutorial. We are just reviewing this product that I found on Amazon. On Amazon, these 14 brushes are sold by EmaxDesign. So just real quick, I wanted to show you guys a little sample of the end result. Yes, these 14 brushes gave me this final look. Right? I'm shocked. I didn't even spend that much money for it. So this brush set that I bought on Amazon comes with 14 different brushes. So this is how the box looks when you receive it. Since I have sensitive skin, I went ahead and opened the box so that I can sanitize and clean these brushes before I use them to apply makeup. This company actually gives you a brochure which shows you what each brush is and what you can use it for, as well as how to clean the brushes after usage. So the first brush that we are going to use is the dual-ended brush. The brush spoolie end was very soft. It's just like any other spoolie you would buy at the store. Now the precise angled brush side was not good at all. This brush is way too soft. Like, I did not like it at all. As I'm applying the product to my eyebrow, this brush keeps bending, so I'm not liking it so far. When an eyebrow brush applicator is this soft, I feel like it's more work that you have to do to fill it in because you're applying the product on your eyebrow and it's not going exactly where you want it to go. And I really don't like this brush, so this brush is definitely a no. On their little card, they describe the dual-ended brush as a hard angle brush creates precise shape and definition, while the other side creates precise and even line along the upper and lower lashes. I don't know about that. This is not a good brush. Maybe this brush is not meant for the eyebrows, so I'm telling you right now it's not. So maybe it's meant for eyelashes, because right now it's not looking like a good brush for eyebrows. So you'll definitely have to buy a more sturdy and firm brush to get your eyebrows done if you buy this brush set. So according to this brand, this next brush is technically an eyeshadow brush, but it looks like a concealer brush. And since I'm only using these 14 brushes to apply makeup on my face, we're about to see what else this brush can do. And right now it's looking good as a concealer brush as well. So this vendor describes this small eyeshadow brush to be perfect for applying and blending eyeshadow in both powder and cream form. Okay, so right now I'm really loving this small eyeshadow brush. This can definitely pass for a concealer brush as well. So we're about to see what other things this brush can do, because right now this is looking like a concealer brush and a small eyeshadow brush. Although I haven't used this eyeshadow brush on my eyelids yet, it really did a good job concealing my eyebrow. So I like this brush, so I'll go ahead and give it a check mark because it's still overall a good brush. So if it turns out that this brush is horrible at applying eyeshadow and blending as they advertised, at least we can still use it to conceal our eyebrows. The next brush is a flat angled brush. This flat angled brush is supposed to be able to blend foundation easily into hard to reach places on the face. So it says it works especially well on the cheekbones as well as contouring the nose. So since this is supposed to be their foundation brush, I'm going to use it to go ahead and blend out where I applied concealer around my eyebrows. So I'm using this flat brush on my skin and it is getting the job done blending out the concealer. However, I prefer my foundation brushes to be a little bit more rough. This brush was way too soft for me, but it's getting things done. So I'll give this brush a pass. This next brush that we are about to sample is their blending brush. It says that this brush is meant for controlled blending, so you should be able to blend the colors together on the eyelid with added control, buff out harsh lines as well as blending effect. Even though the shape of this brush is odd to me, I will say that it is overall a good brush. It picked up product very well and it blended everything very nicely. So definitely check mark for this brush. So this is their precision brush, and it says that it's a mini pencil shaped brush meant for precise shading on the lid, in the eye crease, or along the lash line. So just for fun, I wanted to apply this on my crease, and it was an absolute fail. I don't like this brush because when I applied it, it was actually spreading out. It's not precise. It wasn't going exactly in the area that I intended it to go. So I don't like this brush. We're gonna have to find a new niche for this brush because it's definitely not meant for precision. I might use this brush for a inner eye corner highlighting, something like that, but nothing for precision. So this next brush is their mini tapered brush. It literally looks like the last brush and is also as bad as the last brush. So they describe this brush as a special shape with a tapered tip, allows for more controlled application and blending of powders. This brush looks so extra stiff. It is painful stiff. I do not like this brush. So I apply concealer to my eyelid to help this gold eyeshadow color stand out on my eyelid. And I'm using that same small eyeshadow brush that we were using earlier to conceal our eyebrows. It actually does a good job at picking up the eyeshadow so that you can apply it on your eyelids. So I still approve of this brush. So this next brush is their tapered blending brush. The vendor described this brush best to be used as a crease blending brush. They also say that you should use the tip of the brush to apply any color, sweep back and forth through the crease to diffuse and get a blended finish. Yes, I did exactly that and this brush came through. You hear me? I like this brush. This is a keeper, 100%. I'm using that same small eyeshadow brush to apply the glitter glue and then the glitter on my eyelid. Of course, when I do my eye makeup, I have to add glitter, so that's what I'm doing right now. I think it's safe to say that this small eyeshadow brush is my favorite brush out of the 14 brushes that came in the set. The next brush is their ultra fine eyeliner brush. It says that this brush has an extra fine tip that has the right length and density for lining the eyes. I agree. Yes, I love this brush. This brush is very similar to the e.l.f. eyeliner brush, so it's a keeper. Now reusing the flat angled brush from earlier to apply foundation all over my skin. Again, this brush is way too soft for me. I prefer my foundation brushes to be a little bit more stiff. And this was just flopping all over the place. However, it still gets the job done. So honestly, for this brush, it boils down to preference. This next brush is a flat brush. They describe this brush good for applying liquid or cream products to flat areas on the face, such as the forehead and the cheek. So now I'm applying concealer on my face so that I can use this brush to blend it all in. And I will say this brush did a pretty good job. It didn't take off any product off my face. It really just helped blend the concealer on my face, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. So far so good. So now I'm going to test and see how well this brush can pick up powder, and then I'm going to apply that on my face to set my highlight. This brush actually did a good job picking up the setting powder, and then also it did a good job blending that into my face. So I like this brush as well. Now we are using their precision angled brush. This brand says that this brush is good for precise contouring, so it's good for applying product on the sides of the nose as well as the hollows of the cheeks. This brush will actually be my first nose contouring brush that I actually like. Yes, this nose contouring brush is everything. It's definitely a keeper too. Next is their tapered brush. It says that their tapered brush is good for applying cream and liquid foundations onto harder to reach contours of the face. Yeah, clearly I have other plans for this brush. So I'm going to use this brush to apply this banana powder on places on my skin so that my contour can stand out a little bit more. And yep, I like this brush, so this tapered brush is a keeper. Now on to their angled brush. This angled brush is intended for buffing cream blushes or bronzer onto the skin. So I'm using this as a contour brush. You guys already know I'm not a believer of bronzer because I feel that contour shades are basically bronzers. But if you want to use this brush as a bronzing brush, it definitely works out because I do like it as a contour brush, so it should be fine as a bronzer brush too. Okay, another good brush from this set. Once again, using my tapered brush to apply my banana powder to make my contour pop. Oh yeah, that slice is real. This brush is a keeper too. Next is their round brush. This round brush is meant for you to blend in mineral products into the skin. So we will do just that. Use this brush to blend in and dust off the excess banana powder on the skin. And this brush did a good job at blending in the banana powder into my skin. And yes, I'm using the same brush to apply blush on my face, and it did a good job doing that too. And the final brush is their lip brush. This brush is meant for defining the contours of the lip with a tapered tip and fills them in quickly and easily. Yes, 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 this is probably the most accurate description that I've read off this card yet for this company. Like, seriously, this brush is a good brush. Like, wherever I apply the lipstick on my lips, it goes exactly where I intend it to go. It's not expanding or spreading like other brushes that we've witnessed today. But we're not going to talk about those brushes. We're talking about this brush, and I love it. Okay, so this is the final look after using only these 14 brushes to apply makeup on my face. I have to say, it came out pretty good, so I definitely like the end result. The only thing that I will say about these brushes is that after I washed it, they did begin to start shedding. So that's definitely something to think about when you're trying to consider purchasing this set. So overall, I think that these brushes are a good beginner-friendly brush set. So I rate these brushes a 9 out of 10, losing 1 point because they're starting to shed already. But I like the end look, and these brushes, I'm keeping them. So even though it has a little bit of shedding, I do think that the brushes will last a decent amount of time. I mean, on the flip side, these brushes aren't $100 brushes. These are affordable brushes that Amazon sells, so you get what you pay for, but as of right now, I think that they're going to last. They're pretty sturdy, so let's cross our fingers. Thank you for watching my video review. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Slate Secrets YouTube channel. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!